Why should you move? Why have a movement practice? This is a really interesting question, and I think the motivations that you have behind your movement are really important. You could also say the motivations you have behind getting fit, getting stronger, exercising, whatever word you want to use, right? The point is, why? Why should we move? Of course, the most basic answer is to live. But in a world where we don't have to move to survive, right? Because we've outsourced movement to other people to do the work for us, to grow our food. We've engineered lots of ways that we would need to move from our lives so we no longer have to put forth the effort, like the camera that you can look into so you don't have to turn around, right, when you're backing up your car. The point is, we need to figure out for ourselves, why do we move? Why do we do this? Because the deeper motivation you have, and the more you're connected to that, the better results that you're going to get. So this knowing of why I move, why I have a practice, is going to dramatically impact the results that you experience. And not only that, but the quality of your experience, because that matters. We're all going to die. Do you want to spend your precious time on this planet forcing yourself through routines that you don't really care about, or following someone else's prescription or template of what they thought is a good idea or is the reason you should move because it's supported by science and because that's the way everyone else does it? So just take my word for it. No, we want to know for ourselves why it is we do what we do, and to choose that consciously, because otherwise culture or someone else is going to choose for us. So to make this a little bit more practical, I want to explore this metaphor with you of playing guitar. And playing guitar, if you've ever played, you probably originally came to that desire because you wanted to creatively express yourself. Now maybe, and this is valid and important to point out, maybe you just wanted to play guitar to impress other people. Maybe you wanted to get laid. Maybe you thought that would help you out. So there's that reason too. But I think most people, they want to play an instrument because they want to have that feeling of being able to express yourself. Maybe being able to bring that gift to others as well. But the purpose is, the main motivation is for the playing itself, right? However, you can't just pick up a guitar and just express yourself. It takes effort to learn how to play scales and to play chords and to keep rhythm and all these different elements that go into learning how to create songs and turn your ideas into something real. And it's the same with our bodies, right? There's movement for movement's sake and to express ourselves and to experience the joy, the pleasure of movement, the pleasure of having a body. But our physical literacy and our physical capability will affect and constrict the amount of choices that we have, or the proficiency with which we can express ourselves or move in various environments. Right? Are you following me? I hope you're still following me, because this is important. However, a lot of us can get caught up too much in the practice of learning to play. I need to get better. I need to learn more scales. I need to learn more chords. I need to learn better progressions. I need to have better timing or rhythm or, finger picking or whatever it is. I need these things, and then I'll really be able to play. And that's a mistake, because the point is to play. The point is not to get better at playing infinitely and never use those abilities. Then there's also the tuning of the instrument, right? You could call this the maintenance you need to do on your instrument in order for it to play well. So it's not necessarily learning how to get better at playing. It's making sure the instrument is performing the way you'd like it to perform, performing optimally, because that has an impact. So just like with our bodies, the more in tune we are with ourselves, and the more we're doing basic maintenance, basic self-care on our bodies, the better our bodies are obviously going to move, and the more smoothly we're going to have an experience of when we're moving. So I think it's really important to make sure we have our priorities in place, to know why we're playing. Is it because we just want to get better? Is it because we want to impress other people? Or is it because we want to be able to feel confident and capable in our playing, to be able to express ourselves, to feel joy in our bodies? And that might be a foreign thing to you, because people don't usually teach that in PE class. I know I wasn't taught that, but I discovered that by reconnecting with that sense of joy of just being on the ground and flowing freely, effortlessly, moving through trees and rocks and beaches, forests, and just exploring my environment. That inspired me to want to learn how to move my body better, to play better, right? To get a little bit more physical literacy. So which area are you prioritizing the most? Is it the playing, the learning, and the getting better, the training? Or is it the tuning and the maintenance? All of these things have their place, but I think it's very important that we put them in their right place and we ask ourselves, why do I move? Hope you found this useful. Hope you found this valuable. Peace.